But
speaking on what types of people we are. Some
mm,
of us like anime.
oh
Some
yeah,
of us don't. Yo, Claude, look away from
this
look
is
away
this the
from one of my transitions again, and we're and we're scrapping, and we're absolutely scrapping.
oh my god. This the last topic though. This is the last topic.
Of course.
What do you like? Okay, so Dennis, you're obviously an avid anime watcher.
Yeah.
Claude is not. What would
What?
you
Why
say
do?
to him? What you don't watch anime? That's all.
Okay.
What would you say to Claude to not maybe I guess to entice him to maybe check it
Tyson.
out? Yeah.
Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. Just look her up. Just look her up.
Wow.
Just look her up, and you literally will watch Cowboy Bebop. Like Faye Valentine, Faye
Wow.
Valentine,
This guy's on Google right now.
Faye Valentine. But that's all
Oh
I gotta say. That's such a classic freaking anime, and the fight scenes are
mm,
great. It's
yeah.
just peak animation there in comparison to like American cartoons,
Oh,
which aren't like they're not bad. It's not
It's
they're
just a
aiming for a
different.
different kind of
It's
thing.
different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big
Um,
boobs. Okay.
I don't know. So like I just started getting into some now. I've watched a few, but I'm very like the very basic ones like Death Note or like One Punch. But I started getting into like more now. And yeah, it's like a whole different type of like writing style and like the animation is like awesome to appreciate too. Um, but yeah, so like it's cool to see a different culture's approach to like entertainment, like
Animation and all that.
animation. Yeah, I don't know.
Apparently, like they used anime and all these like cutesy stuff in their culture to like steer away from their past, from World War II and stuff like that. With all the
Interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
colonization they've done. So they tried to steer it, and they went, "Oh, let's do anime so we can gain more popularity without them remembering what we did to them." It's like,
And it
but
worked. No,
no, I'm joking. You still gotta acknowledge it. They won't even
no, of course,
acknowledge it,
yeah.
but not to shit on Japan too much, even though we should shit on Japan because they fucked up Philippines like that. So
I'm riding with my gang.
Thanks,
You're
thanks,
just
thanks.
lucky tall man wasn't around.
People be dating Japanese people just to break their heart. It's called reparations.
All right.
But
Wow.
That's
but
what wet
to
women.
continue on the anime thing. Wait, what?
Moving on. Moving on. Brian, and Paul, you enjoy anime. but you watch
Anyway,
it.
so I watched IQ one time. That's all I
One
got.
time.
Many times, many times. I
What
don't
do you
know.
what do you think is the biggest difference? Like not biggest difference, but like biggest difference between like that kind of entertainment and then just like something American entertainment.
To me, I don't know. I don't really get caught up in like something like the animation or like whatever. Like I'll accept the medium for what it is and just
Mm.
I'll be able to appreciate it if it's good. So to me, just the animes I've watched, they've all had I watch the ones that are rated highly because they all share a great story or the ones that I have watched.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I don't know. My question was to Claude is why he hasn't dabbled into the anime space.
I actually have dabbled. I
Mm,
watched Death Note, and I actually enjoyed Death Note. I watched the season before it started getting trash.
okay.
And does Dragon Ball Z count?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Loosely.
I was pretty into that when I was younger. So I'm honestly just like a series away from being into it. I just need the quick nudge, and I'll probably I won't be a
Mm.
weeb, but I'll
Are
probably
you calling us weeps?
yes,
All
Brian.
right.
Wow.
Specifically Brian.
No, I think the animation style and the way they can convey emotion through it is a lot cooler than like American animation
Yeah.
styles. Because
Yeah.
like the different type of cuts that they'll do, or like the timing that they have, or like what certain like brushstrokes mean when somebody's like shocked or like surprised or whatever. Like how they change the style a little. Like
Yeah.
it's
You
still in the base the same, I guess, but
Yeah, because like when like emotion, like when the character's angry, they'll have like this little like sign, and it kind of looks like this. I don't know how to explain it, but it'll just like be pulsing, like it's a vein in their head that they're
mm-hmm.
upset or something like that.
Right. And there's
But,
like those are the classic things that like, oh, okay, that means that they're stressed out or whatever.
exactly. They have like good indicators of emotion.
You
I
know?
think
Which
there are
is
some
pretty nice.
there's some things you can't achieve with live action
Exactly. Yeah.
that you can get
Mhm.
with animated things.
Especially so like I'm watching One Punch Man. Like I never finished the second season, so I'm like I've rewatched a whole bunch of it, and like there's a lot of stuff that they do. It's like you wouldn't be able to convey that in
Yeah.
like live action, or even in like certain styles of like in here in the States. You know,
I don't know what studio did the first season of One Punch Man, but it's absolutely beautiful. Like the animation is insane, and like the fight scenes are crazy. So
it's so funny.
it's
too.
it's so good and it's so funny. So like, and Japanese humor is so much different from American. They
that's
don't
true.
get sarcasm. It's just straight like I forgot what it's I think slapstick. I don't know what it's called, but like it's just straight to the point. It's never sarcasm, nothing like that. Because they genuinely don't understand sarcasm, which is pretty funny. So they'll just think you're lying.
They probably hate The Office.
Yeah, probably. They'll be so confused watching it. Like, what's so
They're like-
funny?
Wait, Brian is Japanese? What?
Are they A over there? Yes or no?
Oh man, but yeah, check it out if you haven't. I think
Oh,
also
facts.
like the language barrier thing that some people like are like
Oh,
mad
I-
about.
Reading English subtitles.
Not so like okay,
I'm
so
not gonna lie to you.
I think the director of Parasite said something in his like acceptance speech for like when they got awarded or whatever. He was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, there's so much stuff overseas that like if you just get over having to read some subtitles, like you would get some amazing stories."
Bro.
And like I
always
think
just
that
a barrier.
relates, yeah, like and that relates to like anime too, because it's like there's some great stories that you have, and they tell some cool tales. But if you're like, I don't like reading though, like you would just never experience that stuff, you know.
It-
So and also subs, I guess,
Yeah.
or I mean
It's-
dub rather dub.
It's
Yeah.
pretty funny that
I
like
like dubs.
there's that whole barrier, but like right now, Attack on Titan, which is or Shingeki no Kyojin, is a Japanese anime, and it's the #1 show in America. Even though we don't have it showing on a TV, we have it showing on like public web streaming.
It's on
And,
Netflix,
like,
right?
That show is so deep, so insane, so crazy. It's a dystopian world, but like
Still scary.
it
Scares me
starts off
pretty good.
small, but the plot gets so much bigger than you actually think, and it's actually horrifying. Like thinking about it, but you should watch Attack on Titan if you haven't. Like it has that Game of Thrones effect that people, have. They've
That's
said it's
like
similar.
that series type of thing.
How the plot is so cutthroat, and the author doesn't give a fuck about any of the viewers' feelings. He'll just destroy their heart with the
Respect.
one scene. So it's really good unless you're too scared to watch Attack on Titan, that's fine. It's really gory, but if you do want to watch an anime, Attack on Titan is so good.
Yeah,
Fiction, bro. That's what I'm saying.
yeah just open yourself up to all that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you not? I feel like there's a stigma attached to watching anime, though.
Not as much
People like
now.
Claude will call you a weeb.
Nah. Okay, so like when we were when we were growing, like when we were like younger, I feel like it was a lot heavier. But now, especially now that there's people like
Pretty
freaking Lil
mainstream now.
Uzi and like
Yeah.
Meg,
Yeah.
like who are like open. They're like, "Yo, I watch anime." Like,
I think it was the generation before us that was really like
Yeah.
really
Absolutely.
couldn't, but then like they all got popping. I was like, wait, we were all doing this together at the same time. So
Right.
then it was like, so now from moving forward, it's fine now. I feel like, except for
Black people love
They got
anime.
more
outliers like
normalized.
Claude. Hate 'em.
I like anime. I just don't like hearing about it for 5 hours when I don't watch it. That's
all right,
it.
so watch it. Give it a chance.
So watch it.
TikTok.
Eventually,
That's how I feel about TikTok.
TikTok's a great app. Fuck you, Brian.
All right. Well, anyway,
Anime is a great medium.
anyway.
Suck you, Claude.
I don't have a problem with anime.
I don't have a problem with TikTok either.
Yes, you do. Yes,
I
you
just
do.
don't want it in my life for
Yes,
me.
you do. You don't.
Wrapping it up.
Fuck out of here.
Yo, just
Oh, fuck outta here.
experience something new. You know,